right, so here he is, the #1 UFC middleweight contender, and in this era, that's saying something, right? To get through this gauntlet and emerge out of the pack, realize a UFC title shot, now the world finds out what exactly this man can do.
You know, John, as we've spoken about, in shark-infested waters trying to manage, navigate through this division, it's one thing to get here, and it's a major accomplishment, but to become the champion is a whole nother level. This guy feels like in his thorough preparation, the intensity at which he moves in the training room, he is more than ready to take the belt off the champion's waist.
And you can be sure when the champion comes out at a moment, challengers' eyes will be fixed upon him. We got a middleweight title fight tonight, folks. Let's go. South Africa is on the World Mixed Martial Arts map, largely courtesy of the elite middleweight Dricus du Plessis. And he got a lot of respect from his peers after beating Robert Whittaker at UFC 290. You had to look far and wide for any of his fellow fighters to be picking du Plessis going into that fight. And not only did he beat Whittaker, he bludgeoned him and got him out of there by TKO in round 2. That laid the foundation for a title fight for Dricus du Plessis. This man is a physical force, hardened by his upbringing in South Africa. Excited to see what he can do with the opportunity tonight, DC. Well, so much UFC history has played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Nickal. And now here's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Dricus still not du Plessis.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, one of the best middleweights in the world at present, Dricus du Plessis, prioritizing a fast start tonight as we get underway in round 1. Not as though he's been a fighter who historically plays with his food at times, but du Plessis doesn't want to give his opponent any window for optimism or confidence. As such, he felt like his jab was going to lead the dance, and eventually his right hand would close the show. Oh, roundhouse kick lands. Nickal now switching his stance. Perfect execution as he gets the single leg takedown. Oh, and there's the early takedown, just what the doctor ordered.
Exactly what he wanted to do. You saw it in the training footage. Takedowns are going to be the key. He got one early. He's on the right track.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Nickal's in half guard now.
That was nice.
Modern fighter better move.
Yeah, he's got to move, John. He's got to shrimp and try to either get up or pull his opponent back into him so he doesn't have the posture to land that big damage.
Print the shirts, ground and pound. Moving his head on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these big shots.
You gotta be careful here.
He is really doing a nice job with his head movement here defensively on the ground to avoid further punishment.
He isn't waiting until his opponent throws. He's being proactive. And when his opponent throws, he's already moving, so he's missing it.
3 minutes to go.
Let's stand this up. We need to work.
Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Nickal. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get up on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
Du Plessis getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down. Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Nickal. Blocks the shot to the body. Oh, big hook. That'll leave a mark. Well, you can feel that breeze octagon side after the swing and a miss by Dricus du Plessis.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Nickal's in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Knee on belly. Postures up, knee on belly. He's raining down ground and pound. He has to move or the fight is going to get stopped.
Minute and a half to go in our opening round. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Nickal.
Another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
Du Plessis getting absolutely worked here from the top. Let's see if there's an uptick in his urgency here as he tries to get back up.
Massive shot from the top.
And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Nickal's in half guard. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Oh, tense moment here. That arm triangle's tight.
Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Du Plessis. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Really recover. Excellent combat. He won that last round. He cannot stay on the ground with this guy. We knew that going into the fight.
All right, let us look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC punches in bunches.
I mean, over and over, he landed that big punch, and every time he landed it, he got the reaction that he was looking for. His opponent really did start to take notice every time he was loading that strike up.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, looks like that shot was blocked. The left hook lands on the counter. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Du Plessis. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, tight submission attempt now with the Dorse.
Oh my goodness, he might have it.
Oh, favoring position over submission.
Very smart decision. You never want to value the submission over keeping dominant position.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Nickal.
Great job landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Plessis.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Dricus Plessis. Postures up now and lands a devastating strike to the head. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nickal. Oh, look out, folks, that is tight.
It looks like it's getting going. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up. Nice shot there by the champ. Oh, right into mount. In the half guard.
Plessis, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage. Oh, what a moment there as they make their way back to the feet. Crowd may be drunk, but they're absolutely loving it.
Yeah, the crowd loves the stand-up fight. So all that grappling wasn't what they wanted to see. They're back up on their feet now, and they're popping forward. They're excited.
Come on, buddy. Keep your hands up. Let's go.
Back and forth we go. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and punches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. He's in the mount.
It's work. Let's stand it up. It's work.
Nickal's in half guard. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter. Oh, nice headlock. Oh, it's getting tight.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, sit down, buddy. Take a deep breath for me. All right, get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shaped.
Gets back to his feet. Well, rocked him, but couldn't finish it. Trying to set up a submission now.
I think he's got it. It's deep.
Oh, belly down now. Oh, he got out.
And notice how he got his body all the way across to the opposite side. Now, he's in the on belly, but it's much better than where he was before. Nice shots landing from the top position.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Side control, he's pretty safe there. Get the mount here.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, crowd just loving it as the fighters, after an extended grappling battle, make their way back to the feet.
Yeah, they're back on their feet. They spent a lot of energy on the ground, and these guys were going back and forth on the ground, and ultimately, he's gotten back to his feet to give himself an opportunity. That's a big strike right there.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
Nickal's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. All right, side control now. Oh, good ground and pound here. All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke.
Well, perhaps it's a high fight IQ, perhaps it's obvious, but he is attacking that cut that is getting deeper by the minute.
And it seems like the right decision, because you can see his opponent starting to paw at it. You can see it starting to take an effect. It's messing with him mentally. For him, he's got to continue to attack that area and hope that it just keeps getting worse and worse.
All right, half guard for him here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Plessis' eye starting to swell now. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom, and if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Plessis looking to pass here, denied by the opponent.
Now he's going full mount.
Work.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Well, now that cut in the eye area, Daniel, becoming a major storyline. He's got to be careful.
He's got to be very careful and address it right now before it gets to the point that there's nothing you can do about it.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
not tired. I know you've got more in you than that.
You ready to fight? Ready.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go, 4th round of a possible 5. And this is the time where fighters are really tested, right? Dig deep, lean on the heart. We'll see who has the upper hand. Beautiful combination to get the knockdown. Back to the feet.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And now some distance as they pull apart.
Great job blocking that shot.
Well, straight right hand has been a good weapon for him. He misses with it there. Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Oh, this is getting kind of hard to watch, right? He targets the cut and lands a strike right on it. Ooh, going for a leg lock. Heel hook looks tight. Oh, somehow he gets out. Fantastic submission D.
That was a slick transition.
Nickal right back to the full mount here.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
Plessis in half guard now.
That swelling area, that area that's all swollen, continues to get worse every time he gets hit there.
Under 3 minutes here to go in the round.
Get on that side. Get on the side. Don't let him keep you flat. You gotta move. Don't be flat. Look for the red.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Good work from the top here by Nickal. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
So the blood really starting to flow. Every time that area gets targeted, that cut's getting worse.
It's getting worse and worse. And you see the blood starting to come down. That is when you start to watch the fighter to see what type of effect it's starting to take on him, whether or not he's reaching for it, whether or not he's confused by where it's at. You got to start to watch his reactions now as we go forward.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nickal.
Great submission defense.
Under 2 minutes now to go. All right, well, he's got him softened up here.
Changing the position.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Plessis' face would have to be classified as a mess. Cut on his cheek, and it's only getting worse. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh, yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage off. In the half guard.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Nickal. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Nice defense.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, what do we got here? Looks like an arm triangle attempt. Oh, looks like he's got that arm pin in the triangle now. Submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon and was showed in that defense.
20 minutes in the can, 5 to go. Oh, the round is over and blood is just fauceting out of his cheek. That cheek has gotten out of control. A cut man can only do so much, and given the fact that that cut continues to be attacked by the opponent, if this thing gets any worse, they're going to stop this fight. All right, let us show you all that was done in terms of the damage in that previous round. He has got a huge gash on his cheek.
I mean, there was that shot right there. That one landed and opened him up. What a nasty combination thrown by his opponent. But this cut now is another issue to deal with. He's got one of the best fighters in front of him, and he's dealing with this cut on the cheek.
Fifth and final round. That's a really strong leg kick there by Plessis. Oh, the head kick lands. Man, there's so much blood on the canvas. Yes, and now the referee steps in to call on the doctor. I think I can actually see his gum line. There's a hole in his cheek.
I mean, the cut on the cheek is bad, but it also is the swelling that accompanies that cut that is going to cause this guy a lot of problems.
Yeah, you got to stop the fight, man. I mean, I know the cut's not in a bad place, but his face is rearranged. You got to protect the athlete.
You have to. You have to.
All right, so as expected, the doctor had seen enough of the inside of that man's mouth through his cheek, I might add, but TKO, doctor stoppage.
Beautiful TKO. Finding a target, making sure that you inflict the damage that you want to try and get the fight stopped. Once he saw that cut on the cheek, he just went to it over and over again, ultimately leading to the doctor stopping the fight.
All right, Bruce Buffer is in there with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Nickal.
All right, well, the next time he fights, it'll be black trunks with gold trim. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Championship colors will be worn.